So we just had another episode of Monday Night Raw, and I just want to say we are 3 weeks away from Monday Night Raw being on Netflix, the 6th of January. I'm excited for that. Why? Because that card looks insane so far. We got tribal combat between the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and the other tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. We've got Seth Rollins and CM Punk going at each other one-on-one in what is a WrestleMania. Actually, both of those matches are WrestleMania matches, if we think about it. And then, of course, we have Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, which I'm praying to the wrestling gods is the end of their feud. But I just wanted to start off by saying I am so excited for that show. So excited for Raw to go on Netflix. Not because I'm expecting anything, just because change is always good. Change is good. As much as we hate and resent change, it's a good thing sometimes. So, with that being said, let's talk about today's topic from Monday Night Raw, and that is that we have new tag team champions, and the Judgment Day finally lost their titles after defending it once or twice in the last 3 months. Yeah, it hasn't been a great reign. Definitely forgettable, definitely not memorable, which is disappointing, and because JD McDonough and Finn Balor could have good matches every week. They really could. We all know this. They are fantastic wrestlers. But we just never got anything out of them. So we had the War Raiders. Is that their new name? Yes, that is their new name. The War Raiders taking on the Judgment Day for the World Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. I get so confused sometimes with these titles. If you guys know me, you know I get confused with these titles. But really, a match that started out like a typical TV match, but built up nicely towards the end, like any good match should. And in the end, we got Finn Balor taking the pin from the War Raiders, and we have new champions. I hope this means good things to come for the tag titles, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced because we see the same stuff on SmackDown. We see the same stuff happen week in and week out, where people like the Street Profits just lose to whoever and never actually get their chance with the gold. Or we'll see the title being hot potatoed around, which I don't mind too much in the context of SmackDown right now, because I do think we're going to get a long reign, or not a long reign, but rather a long story between DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. But that's not the topic. The topic is Raw, and if we look at the tag team division now, hopefully we can get proper tag team matches between tag teams. So of course we have the War Raiders. Then we have, who else is there? We got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, although they're like touch and go on whether they're actually a tag team. Who else do we have on that division? We have the guys from Karrion Kross's thing, AOP. We have, I'm starting to realize this division is thinner than I thought. I'm probably forgetting a lot of names, like the New Day, of course, but they're heels now. They could actually have some banger matches with War Raiders, so I'm down for that. The point of this video is I'm just happy those titles are no longer held hostage by the New Day, because the New Day story seems to take over everything. And we saw it with Damian Priest. We've seen it with tag titles in the past, in fact, when I think Finn and Damian had it. We see it with Liv. New Day stories take over the title. And it's unfortunate, because I think you should use the title to elevate New Day, Judgment Day stories, not the other way around. And in this case, they just had the titles for what... I don't even know why they had the titles. What was the story behind them holding those world titles? I don't know. But another thing to point out, Damian Priest was the one to cost them the titles, because, well, they were trying to cheat and Damian Priest prevented them from cheating, and that ended up costing them the titles. So that means Finn versus Damian Priest is not over. That means that's also going to be a match on Netflix, I think. That card is going to be so stacked. I think it's going to be back to 3-hour shows though, so I'm not too stressed. It's not going to be anything like Saturday Night Live where there was just too many matches for the short time that they had. But all in all, I'm just so happy. We can finally move on. And I'm hoping the War Raiders have some proper tag team stories. We don't want to just see matches for the sake of matches. Like, I'm tired of Triple H's booking where everything is either tournaments or mini tournaments. I don't want to see two guys have six guys have two triple threat matches, and then the winner faces each other, and then the winner faces the War Raiders. No. We've seen that more than enough now. More than enough. Well, I don't want to see a random triple threat match lead to a title match. I want to see a story that leads to the title match for a change, because I think the tag titles are almost like the sports-based product or the sports-based title if you think about it, because it's always you got to win this little tournament to get your title shot. You got to win this match to get your title shot. There's never a story that leads to the title shot. And look, I'm not asking for that to happen every time. I like when people earn their title shots, but every now and then let's change it up. Let's have a story. So I don't know what story they can do with the Viking Raiders. Maybe the New Day is the best way to do it since they were heels, but then the only problem is I don't think the New Day should be losing anytime soon since they've just turned heel. So it's really interesting. Maybe the Creed brothers also heels. I don't know where they're going to go. That's the problem with this tag division. They haven't built anything up for the last 6 months. And it's going to be difficult at first, but hopefully Triple H fixes something and we get some decent stories and some decent matches down the line. Because that's all I can ask for. That's all I can ask for. And I think the tag team, the one criticism of Vince, one of the many, but one of them was he hated tag team wrestling, which we could all see. It was clear as day. He was not a tag team wrestling fan. I was kind of hoping Triple H would be different, but he's not really, because I've not seen the tag team division thrive once under Triple H's reign. And that is disappointing. In fact, the one that has thrived is the women's tag titles, if anything. But that's partly due to the fact that it's Bianca Belair with the title. So that's a big deal. She's not a nobody. She's not a JD McDonough with his big ass head. So of course he's gonna promote those titles. Let me know what you guys think. Who should the War Raiders face next? And how would you like that story to go about? So I want a bit of interaction with you guys, because you guys are watching this stuff, but we don't even know you guys. I want to know you guys. I want to hear from you guys. I want a connection with you guys. Let's create a community here, Stomp Wrestling Fam community, and let's build on this. So with that being said, hopefully we can see you guys in the next one, or we will see you guys in the next one. Probably, maybe an AEW review. Do you guys want to see that come back? I don't know. I've been kind of pushing AEW to the side. I haven't been enjoying the product much, but I also don't want to be that guy that's constantly complaining about the product. I try not to be. Sometimes I come across that way. But with that being said, we'll see you guys next time, and have a good day. Peace.